The next question, or question number 3, goes something like this. You say that ligaments are easier to treat than main tendons. How long would you say that it takes to get a horse with a suspensory ligament injury sound again? Now, there is no cut and dried answer to this question, simply because it depends on what you do and how much effort you put into trying to get the horse well. If you really go for it and keep that muscle stimulator on the horse's leg day and night, and keep icing the leg every hour, and keep massaging the leg and preventing stagnation, preventing adhesions and so on, a suspensory ligament is one of the easiest injuries to heal, as I will explain to you, I think, best with an example. We had a horse called Upslope in 1961. And this was a 6-year-old gelding which strained a suspensory in a 5-furlong work on about the 10th of June of 1961. Now, the injury was not discovered until the following day, and the following day when I went into his stall, I found his leg was swollen, hot, very tender, and the horse was slightly lame. Now, we immediately iced the horse's leg, and we iced it every hour on the hour. We immediately put the muscle stimulator on and massaged the leg as shown previously, and within 3 days the horse's leg had pretty well returned to normal. There was very little swelling, but there was still some thickening, which could be felt especially well if you lifted the horse's leg and squeezed the suspensory between 2 fingers. You could feel the thickening, and there was still some tenderness if you squeezed then. At that stage, on the 3rd or 4th day, we began trotting uphill. We trotted the horse uphill 5 times in the morning and 5 times in the afternoon, really briskly, really tried to make him go, the hill being about 80 to 100 yards long and fairly steep. After 3 weeks, the leg had healed completely, and there was absolutely no sign of injury left whatsoever. Now, you can understand that we did everything. We stood on our heads to get this horse sound as fast as possible, because he was a very good horse, a stakes winner, and we were hoping that he would win some more races for us. Now, within 5 weeks of the injury, the horse ran in a 6-furlong race. That was his first race after the injury. He finished last, well beaten. About 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks later, he ran in a mile allowance race and finished second, beaten half a length. 8 days after that, he ran in a mile race, which he won easily at odds on, and only 4 days later he ran in a mile and 5-furlong marathon race, a $12,000 stakes race, handicap stakes race of a mile and 5 furlongs, which he won easily again. And he won the second race only about 9 weeks after he injured his suspensory. So from this you can see that a suspensory injury can be cured very, very quickly if you really go for it and you really do everything that is necessary. Now here's the video showing Upslope winning the marathon.
Goes to the far turn for the final time. Upslope by a half. 3 Hombres Gold is second by 3/4 of a length. Delectable is third by 4 lengths. 30 Sam is fourth. And Not to Miss has got some run, but still about 6 lengths out of it. As they turn for home for the final time, Upslope by 3/4 of a length to the middle of the racetrack. Electable is second, and running third is 3 Hombres Gold. Deep, deep stretch. Upslope going to win the marathon. Running second on the outside, Electable third, 3 Hombres Gold.
Now that, I think, is absolutely incredible. I think you'll agree that a horse with following only 9 weeks after a severe suspensory injury, this horse ran not just once, but 3 or 4 times and won twice, and he went on the following months to win 2 more races, and all that thanks to this wonderful method of treating legs. I don't think any other method could have ever produced this kind of result. I mean, firing, blistering, or any of the other salves and ointments that are used would never have got the horse sound with the speed that this worked. Now, next, I will show you a tape of a horse called Persuasive Prince winning at Bay Meadows. Persuasive Prince injured a tendon 3 years previously, and this was nothing sensational. The point I'm trying to make is that if any other method had been used, the horse would have had a bow tendon for the rest of his life. As it is, he has absolutely no mark of the injury. The injury has healed completely. The legs look absolutely 100% normal. The horse has run many times since the injury, and there is absolutely no trace. His value is not affected. He is as sound as a bell, in spite of having had a tendon injury which would have, if treated with any other method, he would have had a bow for the rest of his life, and maybe he would never have been sound again either. Here's Persuasive Prince winning at Bay Meadows.
Third, followed by Leighton Hill. Leighton Hill is about 5.5 lengths off the lead right now. Terrarium is next. And then it's Mr. Riley, who hasn't said no yet, by some 2 lengths now. Captive Glory is after that. And then it's Persuasive Prince and Urte as they begin the run halfway down the backstretch. It is Chief Eagle and Riche Danseur, and these two are setting the pace. They've opened up 3 lengths on Starfighter, 1 in third. Then comes Leighton Hill fourth on the inside. Terrarium follows in fifth. Mr. Riley is sixth and not far out of it by about 1.5 lengths now. Then it's Captive Glory, followed by Persuasive Prince and Urte around the far turn. Chief Eagle and Riche Danseur, they continue to go stride for stride. Starfighter 1 is third. Leighton Hill's under heavy encouragement, now angling 4 wide. Mr. Riley is fifth down on the inside now by 1.5 lengths. And Persuasive Prince is moving up in the center of the racetrack. They straighten away, and it's Chief Eagle and Chris Hummel on the lead. On the outside is Starfighter 1. Leighton Hill, Persuasive Prince now making a bold run in the center. And Mr. Riley is right there in between horses, but Persuasive Prince is coming strongly. Persuasive Prince in the center of the track gets it all over Chief Eagle.
These 2 videos give you a graphic illustration of the effectiveness of this treatment. In no other way could these horses have been brought back to soundness, to complete soundness, the way they were with this method of treatment. Neither of the horses has any thickening of the legs, any sign of any bow, any sign whatsoever. You could spend hours looking at those legs, and you would find absolutely no trace of the original injuries. Now, it is interesting to record that these 2 horses were trained using the short distance interval training method, which I think is so far superior to all the methods that have been used in the past.